Hello, everybody. I'm Robert Wilson from 5-Star SEO, and I'm going to talk about how to audit a website in case if you want to rank ahead of somebody. How do you do that? How do you know what to do? And basically, it's really simple. You pull up a key phrase and you see who's ranking first, and you do more of what they're doing and you do it better. So let me explain. I am going to go to Google right now, and I'm located in Freehold, New Jersey. So I am simply going to say use the service industry of plumbers. So I'm going to type in here, plumbing companies in Freehold. And should I do New Jersey? Now let's just do Freehold. And there's some ads. A lot of service companies like plumbers and electricians, they spend way too much money on pay-per-clicks, which is fine, but they spend very little money on organic SEO, which I personally think it's a mistake, because even if you're showing up here, only about 30% of the people click on the ads, which is still a lot. But then if you show up with your pay-per-clicks and you invest some money on SEO, that's really great, because then you show up again. So you can show up twice, and people are more likely to click on this one than the pay-per-click. But that's another video for another time. So I typed in plumbing companies, Freehold, New Jersey. Let me just do plumbing companies, Freehold, plumbers, Freehold. Let's see what comes up there. See if the same business comes up. He does right after like the Angie List and the Yelp. So if I had a plumbing company who hired me to do their SEO and they wanted to show up in Freehold, I would do what I just did, put in a key phrase that they want to rank for. And you can also use the keyword magic tool here in SEMrush or whatever program you're doing to see what are the popular key phrases that people use. I already know that this is a popular key phrase that people use. You could also scroll down on your Google. People type in plumbers near me, best plumbers near me, reviews, plumbers, salary or whatever. So we're going to try to show up for plumbing companies in Freehold, plumbers Freehold, just so it's not a long tail keyword. So let's just do plumbers Freehold. Because if you show up for that, there's a good chance if you have some of the other words like companies and company, you'll show up for a variety of different key phrases. So you always have one target key phrase. So I'm going to click on their website and see what they're up to. Okay. Not a great website, but they have a website and it's ranking. And it's probably ranking only because people aren't going after that specific key phrase enough, because they're spending so much money on pay-per-clicks, which again is a terrible mistake. So I'm just going to scan through their website right now. All right. See how the font is really dark? It's not popping at all. It really should be a white font. Never mind the design. This is just basic technical stuff. It's hard to read. If you don't have great eyes, it's going to be hard to read that. They have a video, which I love. Let's see if it's any good.
Caballero & Sons Plumbing is a little bit different than most other companies out there. We
Great
listen
video.
to our customers. We're
don't have to watch the whole
affordable.
thing to know it's
do things with the plumbing business as we were growing up, and we were
Great video, so that's good. And that'll help. A video will help people staying on your site longer because they're actually watching the video. And what happens is Google knows how long somebody's on your site, and the longer that people are on your site, they'll feel that it's somewhat relevant information, and that will help with your Google listings. And here, again, the font's a little small for my taste. That's subjective. Again, it's way too dark. It's way too dark. I mean, another video, which is good. I'm sure it's good because the first one's good. They got the reviews on the homepage, which is good. But looking at this site, and honestly, if a plumbing company hired me to show up in Freehold, even if they themselves are not located in Freehold, I'm pretty sure I can get them ranking. All right, so then I go into my SEMrush software, and you can use whatever software that you want to use that you currently using. It's hard to really do some of this stuff without software like SEMrush. However, to come up in Freehold, I don't think you need software because this website just isn't well optimized. I'm actually going to call them up and see if they want to recreate their website because they need some help. It's one thing getting people to your website, and it's a whole other thing getting them to convert. So I'm going to put in their URL here. So they have a domain authority score of 14, which isn't really that bad. You want it as high as possible, of course. It gives me a list of their current keywords they're showing up for. And I think they're doing pretty good. I did check before. They're doing pretty good. So 385 keywords they're ranking for. A lot of them will be branded keywords. It'll be their business name. And then followed by plumbers, which is fine. Plumbing in New Jersey. So they're 3, which is really good. But it's only 4% of their traffic. Most people are getting to their website by typing in their names. So they probably have, they're probably a legit company, well respected, because people are searching for them in particular. Plumbing Freehold, Plumber New Jersey, they're number 8. A lot of, again, Caballero and Sons, they're 1 when searching for their branded name. Plumbing Freehold, they're 1. And it's great they're 1, but I would just have more of a attractive website so you convert some of these people a little bit more. Plumbers Freehold New Jersey gets about 70 searches a month, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if I'm coming up first for 70 searches a month, then I would want a website that's easy to read, proper call to actions, and that sort of thing. So it looks like they are really just focusing around Freehold. I would make a bunch of city pages so you show up all over the place because you can show up to all the towns next to each other. So got a good idea where they are, where they're ranking. And the good news, if you're a competitor, you can outrank them pretty easily, unless you have a brand new domain name. Let me shut off my phone here. People are going crazy, texting me. All right, so I look at their page. So what I do is I do a search. I want to search for certain words. Then what I do is I just put up a little sticky note so I can take some notes here. So I'm going to see how many times they use the word plumbing. They use it 9 times. So, all right. Plumbing, 9 times. 9. I'm just going to put 9. Plumbers once. Plumber 5 times. Plumber 5 times. Plumbers once. Now I'm going to try to outrank them, showing up for plumbers, Freehold plumbing companies, that sort of thing. So I'm going to type in Freehold. They only have Freehold twice. Freehold. Now they're located in Freehold, so that helps, but you can still outrank them even though you aren't. Freehold, let's just type in NJ 3 times. NJ is used 3 times. And I'm going to try to see, I am going to see how they show up with the word New Jersey. I only have New Jersey once, and they're ranking pretty high. It goes back to what I said. A lot of service companies, they spend thousands of dollars on pay-per-clicks, but they neglect their organic SEO. And I have personal reasons, personal opinions why, but I don't want to really go into that. I think a lot of service companies honestly got burnt in the past. I think that's the biggest reason. All right, so plumbers, Freehold, what else? What else words? Let's scope it. Plumbing and heating. They do heating too. We're just going to focus on the plumbing part of it. I got their address, license number, the videos. I would say there's only about 300, not even 200 words, which isn't a lot. So it just shows you could really outrank this site. So New Jersey plumbing, plumber, freehold, NJ, New Jersey. And so they are all the basic key phrases. So let me just try to copy all the words that's on the site, on the homepage, that's ranking. We're going to go to word counter, and I'm going to go here. You can see I use it, and I'm going to paste it. And they have 385 words. Okay. So what I would do is total words, 385. So what I would do is I would create content. I always like to have 750 to 1,000 words. Now, I don't care if people are going to read it or not. Google's going to read it. And Google, how they rank the websites, in their rankings, one of the things they take in consideration is how much content you have on the page. Because if you only have a couple hundred words on the page, it's telling Google that you're not that serious about having this page ranking. And the only reason why you could be ranking is because other people aren't taking it seriously. So when you have 750 to 1,000 words and you're ranking number 1 or 2 in the top 3, the good thing is that it would be hard for somebody to outrank you because they're going to have to audit your site, have the same amount of words or more. And most people are simply just too lazy to do that, or they're just not knowledgeable enough to do that. So if I were to create this page over, I would have content created either by myself, my staff, or a copywriter, and I would optimize that content. So plumbing is 9 times. So I would use over 750 words. I might use the word plumbing 12 times. In the key phrases of freehold plumbing companies, we are a freehold plumbing company, a freehold plumbing business, or a New Jersey, are you in search of a New Jersey plumber? Are you in search of a freehold plumber? And just have all these different key phrases throughout the actual the web page that you're trying to get ranking. And you really want to have one focused key phrase. So it could be freehold plumbers. Are you in search of a freehold plumber? We are a freehold plumbing service company located in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Now, you have the county thrown in there, so there's a good chance that you could rank for that. So, I mean, basically, that's it. You just want to get all these different words and phrases and what they're doing. You can even go into it more. Freehold plumber. They don't have it once. Freehold plumber. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's go back into their website. So freehold plumber. Nothing. Freehold plumbing. So this would be relatively a no-brainer to outrank. I mean, this is really easy. I'm definitely going to call them because they're already ranking, which is great. But I mean, if I went on this website, would I believe their work is probably much better than what this website is? So I would personally would want a new website if this was my business. So that's basically how you audit a site. You want to see what phrases and what words they are using, and you want to just simply outdo them. Again, they have a domain authority of 14. So if you have a domain authority of 1 because it's a new site, it's not going to be as easy. One of the ways you get your domain authority up really is just to keep adding content, sharing it on social media, get people to hopefully click on it to see what you're up to. Then that will tell Google, say, hey, people are visiting this site. They have some authority in the business, in the industry, so we should start ranking them. And yeah, so their domain authority is 14. They got 328 backlinks. So all that stuff matters. But what I've been finding with these like city pages and things like that, if people aren't, a lot of companies just unfortunately for them aren't focusing on it. So they're low competitive. They're low competitive, and as long as you put in a good amount of work, you can start ranking in numerous towns in New Jersey. Sometimes 50 to 100 towns in New Jersey if you want, because a lot of people are so focused on pay-per-clicks because they don't understand SEO, and they've been burnt before by SEO companies, so they just go with the sure thing. The problem with pay-per-click is once you start paying Google for the pay-per-clicks, you stop ranking. With organic SEO, whatever you start doing, once you start ranking, you could be ranking for 5 or more years. And that happens to me. That has happened to me plenty of times. I'm still making money off of sites I did 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And so that's basically it. If you want to outrank a competitor for a certain key phrase, the most important thing is to see how many times they're using phrases and certain words that you want to rank for. I would start out with 750 to 1,000 words per page, and you could now if they have 1,000 words, you want to get 1,500 words. You want to outdo them, but most you'll see only have 300 or 400 words, which makes it a lot easier for you. So around 750 to 1,000 words are plenty. Try to get some type of video up there, proper call to actions, and then but that's the way to audit a website, to really see what your competitors are doing. All you need to do is reverse engineer that, and you should have enough success to start ranking. Then once you start ranking, if you're ranking a little bit below them, just play around with it, tweak it, and see if you can get above them. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a fantastic day.